My name is Alwin. I'm a senior lecturer at the University of Greenwich. I'm a nurse and I'm an academic, but most importantly, I'm a father. I'm an educator by trade. I love educating and developing people. That's what I do day in and day out. There's a certain kind of pleasure that I get from growing people, growing their talent, but also developing them to a level that they are proud of themselves. I grew up in Manchester, in Withenshaw, in a council estate. I was among 1 in 7 people who come from a BAME background in my school. Within my own cohort, there were only 35 people, and majority of them ended up in a life that was very different to where I am right now. Drug dealing, in prison, and everything else. But the one thing I noticed from a very young age is the power of education and how much it can transform not just my life, but also the life of others that I could see. The Jabali network means 3 things for me. It's the brotherhood, it's the kinship, the companionship, the affection, that something that I've always searched for all along my life, growing up in Manchester and different parts of the world. And what Jabali means to me is that oneness, that togetherness, the maturity, but equally the vulnerability among us. The second thing is, it's called Ubuntu, and that is I am because of we are. And that's what Jabali means to me as well. The third thing that I mentioned is there are 3 things that come to my mind about Jabali. Is a Yiddish concept called Fadir, and it's the wholehearted celebration of others' achievement. I want to reflect on the quote by Malcolm X, which is about education being the weapon. Education is the tool to shape societies and communities going into the future, especially in the UK and worldwide. The struggles that we all share between us and among us. Because I feel that if there is that connection, then if I can show them what education has done to me and people like me and people that look like me, and how that it has shaped their career professionally and personally and in society, be the next teacher, the next nurse, the next doctor, or the next senior manager. What matters to me the most is to be able to transform the lives of people who do not have access to education in the most vulnerable parts of society. Somebody that comes to my mind who comes from the same neighborhood as me is Marcus Rashford. Even though I don't agree with the team that he plays. But I think what he has done to my community up north and how much he has played in uplifting society viscerally, and his visibility is something that I would like to aspire to. I may not have the skills to be a footballer like him, but I think if I could learn a couple of lessons from him, I feel that I've done a good day's work.